Hi guys, my name is Brandy Tilden and I currently reside in Enterprise, Oregon, which is a very rural area in northeast Oregon. My desire to be a teacher started when I was pretty young. I actually came home from my first day of kindergarten and I told my mom I want to be a teacher just like Mrs. Malk, who was my teacher at the time. I am the oldest of four and I used to make my siblings play school with me, but they were never allowed to be the teacher because I was always the teacher. I am sure I changed my mind a few times in elementary and junior high, but when it came time to pick the topic for my senior project, I chose discipline in the elementary classroom. Had I known then what I know now, I would have entitled it Elementary Classroom Management. I went on to Linfield College in McMinnville, Oregon, which is where I met my husband, and there I received a bachelor's degree in early childhood and elementary education. It was really my full-time student teaching that had the most impact on what I have chosen to do now. The school that I worked in was a rather small school, and I worked in a kindergarten classroom. The teacher that I worked with was on a half-day program, but she had 50 students. 25 she served in the morning, and 25 she served in the afternoon. It was very sad to me how many of those students were not ready for kindergarten. They had not taken any preschool or they'd not been in any pre-kindergarten, and they just didn't have the background knowledge that some of the kids had, or that was most helpful for them to have for the curriculum that we were teaching. It was very hard as the teacher to get one-on-one time with those kids that really needed it, and in all of the kids. I think that it's very important to have one-on-one time with each and every student, and when we are serving 50 students in a half-day program, it's really easy for some of those kids to slip through the cracks. After graduation, we moved to Pendleton, Oregon, and there I did some substitute teaching in a special education preschool and in the local elementary schools. I soon became pregnant with our first baby, and during that time I let my teaching license lapse because our plan was to move to Lewiston, Idaho, which we did, and it was there that I decided that I wanted to work in the child care setting. I worked for a company called Tender Care Children's Center for quite some time, a little over 3 years, and the center that I worked in was rather large. When I left, I believe there was somewhere around 160 active students that they were serving, children from birth all the way through, 6 weeks, all the way through school age, or 12 years old. I served in all of the classrooms in my time there, most of which I spent in the 3s classroom, the Advanced 2s classroom, and the school age classroom. While I was there, I also served as the program director, and I created curriculum for the entire center, infant curriculum all the way through 2-year curriculum, all the way up through school age curriculum. I really enjoyed that position. It was just over a year ago that my family and I decided to move back home to where I was raised. My husband and my 3 children and my mother-in-law all are here with me in this small little area that we love to call our own little piece of heaven. My children are 2, 4, and 7 years old. About 6 months ago, I got a position with Building Healthy Families, which is an organization here that does parent mentorship, the alternative ed program, and just recently signed a contract with Early Head Start. And I got the privilege of kickstarting that program here in this area. I said at one point or several times that I would never get my master's degree. I wasn't going to put myself through that. But I've learned that I am a lifelong learner, and I love gaining more information that's going to help me better serve the families that I work with. I have a strong passion for getting children ready for kindergarten and helping families learn about child development, and I'm very soon going to embark on the journey of parent education. I will be taking a training on teaching the class Making Parenting a Pleasure, and I'm very excited about that. I'm also very excited about just being in this program and all the things that I have to learn. Thank you.